Hey, did you study for the history test tomorrow?
Oh my god, I totally forgot about it. What chapters are we supposed to read again?
Chapters 7 and 9, the ones about the Civil War. Ugh, I hate this. Not just the test, but this stupid family walk I'm being forced to go on.
Family walk? Like, in nature?
Yeah, my parents are making us go to Blackwood Forest for family bonding time, as if we don't see each other enough at home.
That actually sounds kinda nice. My parents never do stuff like that.
Trust me, it's not. It's just the four of us walking silently while everyone checks their phones. Mom pretends to be interested in birds. Dad takes work calls. And Georgie whines about being bored every 5 minutes.
Lol sounds like quality time to me. At least you'll get some steps in.
I'd rather study for this stupid test. At least send me your notes later.
Of course. When do you have to leave?
We're actually here now. I'm texting you from the trail, and the sun is already getting close to setting. I hate fall.
Take some pretty pictures at least. The leaves must be changing.
I guess. Oh, great. Now Georgie is running ahead. Mom's yelling at him to stay where we can see him. He's such a pain sometimes.
Little brothers, am I right? Be nice to him though. I always wished I had siblings.
You can have mine, free of charge.
Haha, very funny. You know you love him.
Whatever. Mom's giving me the get off your phone look. Talk later.
Have fun. Don't get eaten by bears.
Amy, the walk is a disaster.
Oh really? What happened?
Georgie's missing. We can't find him anywhere.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's not great. How long has he been gone?
Maybe 20 minutes? He was ahead of us on the trail, and then he just wasn't there anymore.
Did you call for him?
Of course we did. We're all split up looking for him now. Mom is freaking out. I can hear her crying off in the distance.
Crap, he probably just wandered off the trail. Maybe he saw something cool.
It's getting really dark, Amy, and he's only 10. He knows better than to just disappear like this.
Should I call someone? Like the police or something?
Not yet. Dad texted me to give it a few more minutes before we panic. But the issue is that I'm already panicking.
It's going to be okay. He's probably just playing somewhere.
I can hear Mom calling for him. Her voice sounds so scared. I've never heard her like this before.
Where are you right now?
I took the left fork in the trail. Dad went right. Mom stayed at the split to see if he comes back.
Good plan. Cover more ground that way.
It's really dark now as well. I'm using my phone flashlight. The trees look creepy.
Don't freak yourself out. Just focus on finding Georgie.
Oh crap. I think I heard something. It sounded like Georgie laughing, but like, it was coming from different directions at once? How does that work?
It's probably just echoing. Sound does strange things in forests.
No, this was different. It sounded like multiple versions of his laugh, all slightly off from each other. I'm going to keep looking. I'll text you when I find him.
Good luck. Let me know once you found the poor thing.
I will. This forest feels bigger than I remember. I've been walking for like 15 minutes and haven't found the edge.
Don't go too far. You might get lost too.
Oh, don't worry, I know these trails. We've been here a dozen times, but everything looks different in the dark.
Maybe you should go back to where your mom and dad are then.
I can't. We need to cover as much area as possible. Poor Georgie must be so scared.
Have you tried calling his name?
Yeah, we all have. Dad's voice is getting hoarse from shouting.
Maybe he went back to the car?
Maybe. I hope so. But the parking lot is at the trailhead. Mom would have seen him if he went that way.
Unless he took a different trail back.
There's that giggling again. It's like it's all around me.
What the hell? Can you record it?
I'll try, but it stops whenever I get my phone ready.
That's creepy as hell. But hey, it's going to be okay. You'll find him. He's just playing a game or something.
Georgie wouldn't do this. He knows Mom would freak out.
Kids do stupid things sometimes, without thinking about consequences.
Oh, hang on. I got a text from Dad. Dad found him. He says to meet back at the car.
Oh, thank God. Is Georgie okay?
Seems like it. Dad didn't say much, just that he found him and to meet at the car.
That's such a relief. I was getting worried.
Me too. I'm heading back now.
Where was he?
Dad didn't say exactly, just that he was playing with some dog.
Dog? Like a stray?
I guess, which makes no sense because we don't have strays around here. The neighborhood association would have a fit.
Maybe it was someone's pet that got loose?
Yeah, it could be. But we're pretty deep in the forest. It's not like we're near houses.
That is strange.
I can see the parking lot lights now. Mom and Dad are at the car with Georgie.
Is he okay?
He looks fine. He's smiling, actually, which is weird after all this.
What's he saying about the dog?
I'll ask when I get there. Almost at the car now.
Let me know what happened.
Okay, so this is some crazy stuff.
What?
Dad is acting super calm, like nothing happened. He just said Georgie was playing with a dog, everything's fine.
That's it? No explanation for why he wandered off?
None. Mom didn't even ask about the dog. She just hugged Georgie and stopped crying.
What did Georgie say?
He said the dog was really nice and wanted to play. Then Dad cut him off and said we should go home.
Okay, that's strange. Did you see the dog?
No. Dad said it ran off when he got there.
Well, at least everyone's safe.
Yeah, but something feels off.
It does?
Yeah, maybe I'm just paranoid after being in that creepy forest. But Dad seems way too calm. He was frantic as hell when Georgie was missing. Now he's acting like nothing happened.
He's probably just relieved. People react differently after stress.
Yeah, true. We're driving home now. I'll text you later.
Okay, glad everyone's safe. And don't forget to study for history.
Trust me. Getting lost in the forest with weird laughing sounds is still better than studying for that test.
Lol, get home safe.
What's up? Did you see what happened to Mr. Jenkins today?
You mean getting pulled out of class by the men in black? Kinda hard to miss, buddy.
I was waiting for someone to mention it. That was some crazy stuff.
Literally, bro. That was straight up X-Files stuff. Did you see how pale he got when those guys showed up at the door?
To be fair, getting pulled out of class by guys in suits is never a good sign. Tax evasion, maybe?
No way. If it was taxes, they'd just arrest him after school. This was something else.
Maybe he's in witness protection and his cover was blown?
Now that's what I'm talking about. Amy gets it. Jenkins saw something he wasn't supposed to see.
Like what? A boring geography documentary that wasn't approved by the school board?
Laugh all you want, but when's the last time you saw government agents at our school?
We don't know they were government agents.
They definitely looked official, though. Black suits, sunglasses, those earpiece things.
Exactly. And Jenkins looked terrified, like he knew exactly why they were there.
Or he was just confused, like any normal person would be.
Nope. That was fear. Pure fear.
It was definitely something, though. He hasn't come back to school yet, as far as I'm aware.
See? This proves something big is happening.
Or he caught the flu.
In October?
Yes, Luther, people can get sick in October.
You guys are ridiculous. But actually...
What?
My dad mentioned something at dinner last night about some environmental consultants being in town.
Your dad knows something? Tell us everything.
That's just it. He wouldn't say anything else, which is weird because he usually talks about city business all the time. He actually changed the subject when I asked.
Okay, that is a little suspicious.
Ha! Even Steven admits it now.
I said a little suspicious. Not aliens are invading suspicious.
Yet.
Anyway, speaking of weird things, have either of you noticed all the stray dogs around town lately?
Yes! I was just about to mention that. I've been taking pictures.
Whoa! How many have you seen?
At least 8 different ones in the past 2 days. And we never have strays here.
That's what I was thinking. Animal control is usually so on top of things.
My neighbor's dog has been acting crazy too, barking all night. Won't even go in their backyard anymore.
That reminds me. Karis told me her little brother went missing in Blackwood Forest yesterday. When they found him, he was playing with some random dog.
In the forest? That's how horror movies start, Amy.
Did she say what kind of dog?
No, just that it ran away when her dad found them, and that her dad was acting way too calm about it afterward.
I'm telling you, something strange is happening.
There's something off about these dogs. Look at their eyes in these pictures.
Holy crap. The staring is kinda messed up. Like they're too aware.
You guys are freaking me out now.
I'm freaking myself out. I didn't notice it when I took the pictures. But looking at them now...
They're alien dogs. That's why the men in black were here.
Oh my god, Luther, stop.
Actually, maybe there's some kind of experiment? What if they escaped from a lab?
Yes! Government experiments. They escaped. And now they're infiltrating the town.
You two need to stop watching sci-fi movies. There's probably a simple explanation.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe a shelter closed down nearby and the dogs got loose?
All at once? And they all happen to act super sentient and creepy?
Okay, when you put it that way.
And the timing. Dogs appear. Men in black appear. Mr. Jenkins disappears. Coincidence?
I think not.
I still think you're both being dramatic, but I admit it's strange.
Progress.
Can we please talk about something normal? Like what we're doing this weekend?
Movies at my place Saturday?
I'm in.
Sounds good. As long as we don't watch anything with dogs in it.
Too late! I'm bringing the thing.
Perfect choice.
Sounds so great.
Oh, I almost forgot. I took one more picture yesterday.
What the actual hell?
Why are they all together like that?
That's what I was wondering. Stray dogs don't usually hang out in packs like this, especially different breeds.
They look organized.
Exactly.
Like they're waiting for something.
Or someone.
Okay, now I'm officially creeped out. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. Sleep tight. Don't let the alien dogs bite.
I took that picture at the edge of Blackwood Forest, where Karis's brother was found.
Stop it. I'm not going to be able to sleep now.
Good. Stay vigilant. The truth is out there.
And apparently it has 4 legs and a tail.
I'm muting this chat. Good night, weirdos.
She'll be the first to go.
Always is in horror movies. The skeptic never makes it.
I hate you both so much right now. Hey, girl. Quick question. Have you noticed any more stray dogs around lately?
No, why?
Steven's been taking pictures. There are strays all over town suddenly.
That's odd. We never have strays.
That's what I said. And get this. He has a picture of a bunch of different ones all standing together at the edge of Blackwood Forest.
The same forest where Georgie was?
Exactly. And Stevens insists there's something off about their eyes.
That's unsettling, especially after what happened with Georgie.
Has he said anything more about the dog he was playing with?
No, and whenever I bring it up, Dad changes the subject. It's bizarre.
Really bizarre. Also, did you hear about Mr. Jenkins?
Our geography teacher? No, what about him? I wasn't in this week much.
He got pulled out of class by men in black suits and hasn't been back since.
Seriously? When did this happen?
Yesterday. Luther's convinced it's a government conspiracy.
Luther thinks everything is a government conspiracy.
True, but he has a point about the timing. Men in suits show up, teacher disappears, town suddenly full of unusual dogs.
When you put it that way, maybe I should ask Georgie more about that dog.
Definitely. Let me know what he says.
Will do, assuming Dad doesn't shut down the conversation again.
Hey, I've been thinking about those dogs. What if they're not actually dogs? What if there's something disguised as dogs?
Like what exactly?
I don't know. Aliens, demons, shapeshifters.
You need to cut back on the late-night YouTube conspiracy videos, dude.
Listen, dogs don't organize themselves into packs of different breeds. Dogs don't all appear in a town at once. Dogs don't make teachers disappear.
The teacher thing might be unrelated.
Might be, but what if it's not?
What are you suggesting? That we investigate?
Yes, exactly. We should go to the forest, where you took that picture.
Hard pass. I took that picture with a telephoto lens for a reason.
Coward.
Survivor.
Fine, but at least keep taking pictures.
That I can do, from a safe distance.
And if you see the men in suits again, try to get a picture of them too.
Sure, because that won't get me disappeared at all.
For science, Stephen. For TRUTH.
For my continued existence, I'll be careful.
Those pictures of the dogs are really freaking me out. You know, I can't sleep.
Sorry, I shouldn't have sent them so late.
It's not just that. It's the way they're all looking at the camera, almost like they wanted to be photographed.
Don't tell Luther that. He's already convinced they're alien scouts.
I know it sounds crazy, but something really doesn't feel right.
I agree. I'm going to keep documenting them, but from a distance.
Just don't show them to me again, please.
I know it was you.
I beg your pardon?
Cut the innocent act, Francis. You broke into my shop last night. Look at this place.
I most certainly did not. In fact, I was about to contact you regarding a similar matter. Someone broke into Furry Friends last night and stole several of my dogs.
Oh, please. What a convenient coincidence. You expect me to believe we both got robbed on the same night?
I lost 3 German Shepherds and a Border Collie. All purebred, all very expensive.
And I lost 2 retrievers and my prize beagle, but I know it was you.
This is absurd, Juliet. Why would I steal your animals when I have my own superior stock?
Superior? Your mutts couldn't win a dog show if they were the only entries, and you stole them to frame me, so you could tell the police I stole your precious pups.
My security cameras mysteriously malfunctioned during the break-in. I suppose that was your doing?
Mine did too, which proves this was all you. You've been trying to put me out of business since the day I opened.
That is rich coming from you. Paws and Claws opened directly across from my family's long-established business, with the clear intention of siphoning away my customers.
It's called competition, Francis. Something you know nothing about with your outdated shop and prehistoric methods.
My prehistoric methods include proper care and breeding standards. Unlike your Instagram-friendly shop that prioritizes aesthetics over animal welfare.
How dare you? My animals are treated like royalty, which is more than I can say for the sad-looking creatures in your window displays.
Let's not forget the pricing war you started last summer, slashing prices on premium foods to unsustainable levels just to damage my business.
Oh, here we go again with the pricing thing. I was helping customers afford quality food. Not everyone can pay your astronomical markups.
And then there was the matter of poaching my most experienced groomer. Margaret worked for Furry Friends for 7 years before you lured her away with unrealistic promises.
I didn't poach anyone. She wanted to leave your depressing shop. Maybe if you paid your employees a living wage, they wouldn't jump ship so fast.
I suppose you also had nothing to do with the sudden influx of negative reviews on my Google business page last month, all using similar phrasing about outdated facilities and better options across the street.
Those were real customers who saw the truth, and now you've stooped to theft. You're pathetic, Francis.
I did not steal your animals, Juliet, but I will be contacting the police about my missing dogs. I suggest you do the same, assuming your story is true.
My story? You're unbelievable. I've already called the police and installed 4 new security cameras, plus motion sensors on every entry point. Just try to break in again. I dare you.
Have you also hired armed guards to protect a bunch of puppies? Perhaps a moat with alligators would complete your fortress?
Mock all you want, but those dogs are my livelihood. Unlike you, I don't have a family fortune to fall back on.
My family fortune is a laughable notion. Furry Friends has survived for 3 generations through hard work and customer loyalty, neither of which you seem to understand.
Whatever helps you sleep at night. Hey, have you seen those people in suits around town?
What people in suits?
These government-looking types. Super official. They were asking questions at the coffee shop this morning.
I hardly see how this relates to our current situation. Unless you're suggesting men in suits stole our dogs?
I'm just saying it's not normal. They show up and suddenly dogs are disappearing?
That's rather paranoid, even for you. Though I will admit something strange is happening. The remaining dogs at my shop have been behaving oddly.
They have?
They've stopped eating normally. They stare at the walls for hours, and the Dalmatian growled at nothing all afternoon yesterday.
Oh my god. Mine too! The Pomeranian hasn't touched his food in 2 days, and the cats are all hiding.
Perhaps there's a virus going around. Have you had your vet check them?
Dr. Reynolds is coming tomorrow, but they don't seem sick, just off.
Well, whatever is happening, I suggest you invest in better security. I certainly am.
I already told you I did. Try breaking in again and you'll regret it. I'm watching you, Francis.
I did not steal your animals, Juliet, but I will be watching my security feeds very closely tonight. If I catch you attempting to steal more of my dogs, I will ensure you face the full legal consequences.
Just try it, Suitman. I'll catch you red-handed, and you'll be the one going to jail.
This conversation is going nowhere. Good day, Juliet.
I'm not done with you. Francis? Francis. Ugh!
To whom it may concern at Eastside Security Systems, I would like to inquire about upgrading the security at my pet store, Furry Friends, located at 342 Main Street. Following a break-in last night, I require additional cameras with night vision capabilities and a more reliable backup system. Please contact me at your earliest convenience to discuss options and pricing. Regards, Francis Montgomery, owner, Furry Friends.
Thank you for your inquiry, Mr. Montgomery. I'm sorry to hear about the break-in at your business. We have several security packages that might suit your needs. Would you be available for a consultation tomorrow morning?
That would be acceptable. I open the shop at 9 a.m., but could meet at 8 a.m.
Perfect. I'll schedule a technician to meet you at 8 a.m. On a side note, you're the second pet store owner to contact us today. Is there some sort of pet theft ring operating in town?
The second pet store owner. Would that happen to be Juliet Farrow from Paws and Claws?
I can't share client information, I'm afraid. But it does seem unusual to have two similar businesses experience break-ins on the same night.
Indeed it does. Very unusual. I'll see your technician tomorrow at 8 a.m. Thank you. Good evening, Dr. Reynolds. I wanted to ask if you've noticed anything unusual with the pets you've been treating lately.
Hello, Francis. Define unusual. I see a lot of strange things in my practice.
Behavioral changes primarily. My dogs have been acting improper lately. Not eating, staring at walls, growling at nothing. I've also heard that Juliet's animals at Paws and Claws are exhibiting similar behavior.
That's interesting. I have had several clients mention their pets acting oddly this week, mainly dogs, but some cats too. I was planning to run some tests for environmental toxins.
Do you think it could be something in the water, or perhaps a sonic deterrent that someone has installed?
It's possible, though the pattern is unusual for environmental factors. Usually those affect animals in specific neighborhoods, but I'm seeing this across town.
Could it be related to the stray dogs that have suddenly appeared? Perhaps they're carrying something contagious?
Stray dogs? I wasn't aware we had a stray problem.
Several customers have mentioned seeing them, which is odd, as our animal control is usually quite efficient.
I'll look into it. In the meantime, monitor your animal's food and water intake. Call me immediately if any develop more serious symptoms.
I will. Thank you, Doctor.
And Francis, maybe consider making peace with Juliet. If both your shops are experiencing the same issues, it might help to share information.
That woman is impossible. She accused me of stealing her animals when my own were taken as well.
Just a suggestion. Sometimes a common problem creates unlikely allies.
I'll take that under advisement. Good night, Doctor.
Sorry to disturb, but has anyone seen Georgie this morning?
I thought he was with you, watching TV in the living room.
No, I thought he was in the garage with you. I was doing laundry earlier.
I've been studying in my room all morning. Haven't seen him since breakfast.
What time was breakfast?
Around 9-ish.
It's past noon now, so nobody has seen him for 3 hours?
Let's not panic. He's probably just playing somewhere in the house. Do you need us to come back home?
No. I already checked all the usual spots. Under his bed, in the coat closet, even that space behind the couch he thinks we don't know about.
Well, I'm looking on the cameras now, and his bike is still in the garage, so he can't have gone far.
Did you check the basement? He was building that fort down there yesterday.
First place I looked. All his Legos are still there, but no Georgie.
Maybe he went to a friend's house? Jason lives just down the street.
Good idea. I'll text Jason's mom.
Backyard is clear on the cams. No sign of him.
Jason's mom says he's not there. I'm trying the Reynolds next door.
I'll text some of the other neighborhood kids I babysit. See if anyone's seen him.
Reynolds haven't seen him either. Oh God, where could he be?
Let's take a breath. He can't have gotten far without his bike. I'll leave work now and check the surrounding blocks.
Emma and Tyler haven't seen him either. Neither has Kim or her brother.
I'm really starting to worry. He knows he's not supposed to leave without telling us.
He might have gone to the playground. Remember last month when he walked there by himself?
That's worth checking. I'll head there now.
Oh crap, wait. What about the forest?
Blackwood? Why would he go back there after getting lost?
Because he's a dummy, and he's been talking about his new friends since that night.
What new friends?
I thought he meant school friends. But what if he meant something else? Like those dogs?
That's A possibility. But would he really go back there alone?
He's 10. Kids that age don't always think these things through.
I'm at the library right now. It's right next to the forest entrance. I could go check.
Would you? But stay on the main paths.
And keep texting us updates.
I will. I'm heading there now.
I'll still check the playground, just to be sure.
I'll do a sweep of the nearby streets. Keep your phones on.
Have you seen any sign of him yet?
Just walked in. It's super quiet.
Is that an issue?
Could be. There are no birds, no squirrels, nothing. Just silence.
Oh, Jesus, you mean like dead silence. No sign of him at the playground, by the way. I'm going to check the corner store next.
I'm staying on the main path, but I see what looks like small footprints going off to the side.
Dogs?
Yep, they're about the right size.
Be careful if you follow them. Don't go too far from the path.
I won't. I'm marking my path with my study note cards, so I can find my way back.
Good thinking.
Aha, I found something. That's Georgie's.
Yes! Keep going!
On it. The footprints continue up ahead.
I'll let your father know. What is even going on, though? Why would his sock be on the ground in the middle of the forest?
Not got a clue yet, but I think I'm being watched.
What? By who?
Something that isn't Georgie. I keep hearing rustling in the bushes, but when I look, there's nothing there. And
what?
I hear giggling. It sounds like Georgie, but also not quite right.
What do you mean, not right?
It's hard to explain. It sounds like him, but echoing, like multiple giggles layered on top of each other.
Maybe you should wait for Dad.
The sounds are getting louder. I think I'm getting close. There's a clearing up ahead. I can see movement.
You do? Is it Georgie? Karis? Karis?
I found him.
Oh, thank goodness. Is he okay?
He's just sitting there, in the middle of a clearing. There are dogs here too.
Those bastards.
At least 7 of them, different breeds. They're sitting in a perfect circle around him.
Get him out of there now.
I'm trying. I called his name and all the dogs turned to look at me at the exact same time, like they're synchronized.
Just grab Georgie and go?
I said I'm trying. It's just that they look human-like.
The hell? Is Georgie actually safe? He must be losing it.
That's the weirdest part. He's totally calm, happy even. He just told me they asked him to play, and he couldn't say no. Those were his exact words.
Asked him? Dogs don't ask things.
I'm grabbing him now. We're leaving. Something is seriously messed up with these dogs. I'm getting him out of here.
Thank you. Come straight home. Karis found him in the forest with those dogs again.
Dogs? As in plural?
She said there were 7 of them, sitting in a circle around him.
What the hell? Is she bringing him back?
Yes. She says something is wrong with the dogs. They looked at her with human-like expressions.
That's disturbing. Where are they now?
Heading home. She's got Georgie.
Phoo. I'll meet you at the house in that case.
I'm almost there. Please hurry.
I'm close. Just a few blocks away.
Thank God Karis found him.
And those dogs didn't hurt him?
She didn't mention any injuries, just that he was sitting there calmly. Said the dogs asked him to play.
Asked him? That's an odd choice of words.
Indeed. We need to have a serious talk with him. He can't just wander off like this.
Agreed. Especially not back to those woods. Not after getting lost there before.
I'm just relieved he's safe.
Me too, but I'm concerned about these dogs. Something doesn't add up.
Huh?
I'll tell you when I get home. Almost there now.
Okay. I just want my boy safe.
We're on our way back, about 10 minutes from home.
Oh, thank goodness. Is Georgie okay?
He seems fine. Just really happy, like nothing unusual happened.
Can you tell him to text us, please?
On it.
Hi, Dad. I'm okay. Sorry I went to the forest.
Georgie, you know you're not supposed to leave without telling us. We were worried sick.
I'm sorry, but my friends invited me, and I wanted to play with them.
What friends, sweetie?
The dogs. They're really nice. They told me they wanted to show me something cool.
Georgie, dogs don't talk.
These ones do, not with words, but I can understand them.
See what I mean? This is freaking me out.
Georgie? Honey? We'll talk more when you get home. Karis, how much longer?
We just left the forest. Maybe 5 more minutes.
I just got home. I'll meet you outside.
Me too.
One more thing. I think we're being followed.
By who?
I keep seeing movement in the trees behind us. I think it's the dogs, but don't worry. We're pulling onto our street as we speak.
Nah, that's it. Did you guys see Jenkins today?
Oh yeah, something is definitely up with him.
I was just about to text about that. He's acting so out of it.
That doesn't even begin to cover it. It's like he's been possessed or something.
Or replaced with a robot. Did you notice how stiff he walks now?
Yes! Like his joints don't bend normally. And his eyes, they're just empty.
When Melissa asked where he'd been, his answer was so rehearsed. I had a family emergency that required my immediate attention, said in the most monotone voice ever.
And when Tyler asked what kind of emergency, He just stared blankly, like he couldn't compute the question.
It's because there was no family emergency. Whatever those guys in suits did to him, they changed him.
Changed how, though? Like brainwashing?
Or worse. Did you notice how he keeps looking out the window toward the forest?
I did notice that. He stopped mid-sentence like 3 times to stare outside.
And when that dog barked outside the school, he literally jumped, like he was terrified.
Oh, and did you guys notice the sniffing?
Sniffing!
Yeah, every time someone walked into the classroom, he would take these deep breaths through his nose, almost like he was smelling us.
That's disturbing. I didn't notice that.
I missed that too, but it fits with what happened after class.
What happened after class?
Yeah, what happened?
So I stayed behind to ask him about the dogs. I mentioned my theory about where they came from.
You didn't?
I did! And guys, his entire demeanor changed.
How so?
It was like a switch flipped. His eyes got super wide, his hands started shaking, and he looked at the door like he was terrified someone would walk in.
What did he say?
He leaned in really close. His voice dropped to this whisper, and he said, "Something dark has been found in the forest."
Holy crap.
Everyone in this town is in grave danger, but I'm not allowed to tell anyone. They're using us to lure out what's in the woods.
What? What does that even mean?
This can't be real. Are you making this up?
I swear to God I'm not. I was about to ask him what was in the woods when one of those suited guys appeared in the doorway. Just appeared. No footsteps or anything. And Jenkins immediately went blank again, back to robot mode.
My goodness.
And with all these dogs appearing everywhere.
Exactly. It's all connected. The suited men, Jenkins, the dogs. Something is happening in our town.
We should tell our parents.
My dad would just say we're watching too many movies.
Adults are either clueless or they're part of it. Haven't you noticed how none of them seem concerned about all these strays?
That's true. My mom just said animal control would handle it, but they haven't done anything.
The dogs are everywhere now. I counted 12 different ones just on my way to school.
We need to investigate ourselves.
Investigate what exactly?
The forest. Jenkins said whatever's happening is connected to Blackwood Forest.
No way. I am not going into those woods.
Not deep in, just the edge, where you took that photo of the dogs.
That was with a telephoto lens, from a safe distance.
We'll stay safe. We just need to see if there's anything unusual. Maybe figure out why the dogs are gathering there.
Actually, I'm kind of concerned about Karis and her brother.
Why?
Remember I told you her brother was found playing with a dog in that forest? What if it's connected?
It has to be connected, which means her brother could be in danger.
Exactly. I think we should check it out.
Fine, but we go during daylight.
It's almost 5 now. We could meet after dinner. Around 7?
That works for me.
It'll be getting dark by then.
We'll bring flashlights.
Okay, but at the first sign of anything dangerous, we leave.
Deal!
Where should we meet specifically?
The playground by the forest entrance. It's public enough to be safe.
Okay, I'll bring my real camera too.
I'll tell my parents I'm going to your house, Stephen, for a study group.
Good idea.
Oh, and one more thing. I actually managed to snap a picture of Jenkins. Look at his eyes.
What the hell? They're reflecting light.
Like an animal's eyes do in headlights. That's not normal.
Exactly! Whatever's happening to him, it's changing him physically.
This is so messed up.
Do you think he's dangerous?
I don't know, but I think he was trying to warn me before that suited guy showed up.
What if the suited people are dangerous?
Almost certainly. Why else would they be making Jenkins keep secrets?
I'm getting really scared about this. But also, if Karis and her brother are in danger, we need to help.
That's the spirit. 7 p.m. at the playground. Don't tell anyone where we're really going.
Should we bring anything else besides flashlights?
Something to defend ourselves, maybe.
Like what? We're not bringing weapons.
Fine, just phones and flashlights. And Steven's camera.
I'll bring extra batteries.
I gotta go to dinner. See you guys at 7.
Don't chicken out.
We won't, but this better not get us killed.
Only one way to find out.
Hey, you okay today?
Yeah, just tired. We had a whole thing with Georgie yesterday.
What happened?
He disappeared, went back to that forest by himself.
Oh no, the same forest with the dogs?
Yep, I found him surrounded by them. It was the creepiest thing I've ever seen.
Surrounded? Were they threatening him?
That's the weird part. They were just sitting in a perfect circle around him, all staring at him. But Georgie was totally calm. Said they asked him to play.
Asked him? How?
No idea, but there's something really wrong with those dogs. They all turned to look at me at the exact same time, like they were synchronized. And their faces...
What about their faces?
They looked too aware, almost human.
That's freaking me out. Has Georgie said anything else about them?
Just that they're his friends, and that they want to show him something.
That sounds really bad, like horror movie bad.
I know. My parents are keeping him in the house now, but he keeps looking out the window toward the forest.
Listen, I think something is infiltrating our town. Have you noticed anything strange at school?
Not really. I've been pretty focused on exams. Why?
Mr. Jenkins is acting depressed as hell, ever since he got pulled out of class by those suited men.
Suited men?
Yeah, and there are stray dogs appearing all over town. Stephen has been taking pictures of them.
That can't be a coincidence, with what happened to Georgie.
I don't think it is. Listen, don't tell anyone, but we're going to check out the forest edge tonight.
What? Are you insane? insane?
We'll be careful. We just want to see if there's anything strange going on.
There is something strange going on. Those aren't normal dogs.
Exactly. That's why we need to look, to figure out what's happening.
This is a terrible idea.
Maybe, but we're worried about you and Georgie.
Just be careful, and text me the second you see anything that might kill you.
I will.
And don't let the dogs near you. Seriously.
Way ahead of you. I'll text you later.
Juliet, I need to speak with you about an urgent matter. It appears we have a more serious situation than initially assessed.
What now, Francis? More accusations?
No accusations this time. 3 more of my dogs disappeared overnight, despite the new security system I had installed yesterday.
Are you serious? I lost 4 more last night, and I had motion sensors and a new alarm system.
This is beyond coincidence.
You think? What about your security cameras? Did they catch anything this time?
The system recorded all night without interruption. I haven't had a chance to review the footage yet. I'm at a supplier meeting across town.
I'd look at mine, but I'm swamped with customers right now. Saturday morning rush. But we need to figure this out.
I propose a temporary alliance. Perhaps we could meet at my store later to review the footage together.
An alliance? With you?
This affects both our businesses, you imbecile, and potentially the safety of our remaining animals.
Okay, fine. But I can't get away until at least 3 p.m.
My meeting concludes at 2:30. That would work.
Hold on. Can you access your security footage remotely?
Yes, through the security company's app. Why?
Send me the login. I can watch between customers. Better than waiting until this afternoon.
That's actually quite sensible. The login information is as follows. Username, furryfriends342. Password, Montgomery 2022 exclamation mark. Select camera group A for the dog enclosures.
Logging in now. This is a ridiculously high-quality system, Francis.
I don't cut corners when it comes to security, especially now.
Okay, I see last night's footage. Starting playback from closing time.
I'll access it simultaneously on my tablet. We can discuss what we observe.
Everything looks normal so far. Dogs settling down for the night. Lights dimmed.
Yes, this is standard closing procedure. The automatic timer reduces lighting at 10 p.m.
Fast forwarding. Nothing. Nothing. Wait. Francis, are you seeing this?
I just reached that point in the footage. 2:17 a.m. The back door is opening.
But how? Wasn't it locked?
It was deadbolted. I personally secured it.
What is this crap? I'm taking a screenshot for evidence. Those are dogs opening your door, Francis. Dogs! How is this possible?
They appear to be working together.
Look at them. They're going straight for the kennel area.
The German Shepherd is manipulating the latch on the first enclosure. How does it know how to do that?
They're letting all your dogs out.
They're moving with purpose. This is not random animal behavior.
Some of them are staying behind. Francis, they're getting into the empty kennels.
I see it. The strays are replacing my dogs. They're positioning themselves exactly where my dogs were.
What the hell is happening? Francis, you realize what this means, right?
Some of the dogs currently in my shop may not be my original animals.
They're imposters. I need to check my cameras right now.
Please do. I'm leaving my meeting immediately. This is an emergency situation.
Checking mine now? Francis, the exact same thing happened at my shop. 2:32 a.m. Different dogs, but same process. They let my dogs out and some stayed behind.
This explains why our animals have been acting strangely. They aren't our animals at all.
They're infiltrators, but why? Why would dogs do something like this?
I have no rational explanation. Nothing in my 15 years of animal care explains this behavior.
These replacement dogs, they've been around customers, children.
Should be at the shop in 15 minutes. Don't do anything until we have a plan.
I'm watching the dogs in my shop right now. They're behaving normally. At least, they're pretending to.
I've been selling premium food and toys to these, whatever they are, for days now.
What do we do? Call animal control? The police? Who would even believe this?
I need to isolate the suspected replacement animals. Move them to the quarantine room in the back until we determine what to do.
Be careful. If they're smart enough to orchestrate this, they're smart enough to know you're onto them.
I'll approach with caution. Almost at the shop now.
I'm going to call animal control. I'll tell them we have potentially dangerous strays. Not the whole truth, but enough to get them here.
Good thinking. We'll update shortly.
Animal control says they can send someone in about an hour. Not exactly the urgent response I was hoping for. Francis? Are you there? Francis?
I'm in the shop. I can see them, the Dalmatian and both retrievers. They all appear to be sleeping.
Be careful. You should wait for animal control.
I'm going to try and move them to the quarantine area, one by one, starting with the Dalmatian. Okay. This isn't good. As soon as I approached the kennels, and they all stopped pretending to sleep, they stood up simultaneously. They're watching me now.
Yeah, no way. Leave.
They're not barking or growling, just staring, with an intelligence that no dog should possess.
Francis, get out now. Go to your car and lock the doors. Francis? Hi, I need to report several potentially dangerous stray dogs. This is Juliet Farrow from Paws and Claws Pet Shop.
Thank you for your report, Ms. Farrow. Can you describe the animals and the nature of the danger?
There are at least 4 dogs, different breeds. Retrievers, a beagle, others. They broke into my shop, and they're showing highly abnormal behavior, possibly aggressive.
Have they attacked anyone?
No, but they're not normal. They seem to possess an unnaturally high amount of intelligence and have broken into our shops.
We can send an officer to assess the situation. Our next available appointment would be approximately 1 hour from now.
An hour? This is an emergency.
Unless there's an active attack in progress, this is our standard response time. Would you like to schedule the appointment?
Yes, as soon as possible, please.
We'll have Officer Martinez at your location at approximately 1:45 p.m. Please keep a safe distance from the animals until then.
Fine, but please hurry if possible. And send someone to Furry Friends Pet Shop too. They have the same situation.
Noted. We'll add that location to the route.
I called Animal Control. They're coming in an hour, but I told them to check your shop too. Francis, I'm going to call the police too if you don't answer in the next 5 minutes.
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, thank God. What happened?
I backed away slowly, got to my office. I'm watching them through the security feed.
What are they doing?
They've returned to acting like normal dogs, but they keep looking toward my office door, as if they know I'm here.
This is so messed up. Are you safe?
For now, but I'm not sure how long that will last. These aren't dogs, Juliet. I don't know what they are, but no dog has ever looked at me the way these things did. There was calculation, understanding, almost like they were deciding whether to maintain their cover or...
Or what?
I think you know what?
Animal Control is coming. Just stay in your office until then.
I will. I've locked the door, but I'm not sure that will stop them if they decide to come for me.
Don't talk like that. Help is coming. Just hang tight.
If something happens to me, know that I never stole your dogs.
Nothing is going to happen to you. And I didn't steal yours either.
I believe you now. Clearly, we're dealing with something neither of us could have anticipated.
Hey, we may be rivals, but we both love animals. Real ones anyway.
Indeed we do.
Mommy, Daddy, Karis isn't in her room?
What do you mean she's not in her room?
She's probably got her headphones on and is reading. I'm just in the garage right now, but I'll go check.
I already checked. She's not there.
Are you sure? Maybe she's in the bathroom?
No, I knocked on the bathroom door too. No one answered.
He's right. She's not in her room. The window is open.
Open? It's freezing outside.
I know, and her bed is still made. Doesn't look like she slept in it.
But I saw her go upstairs last night, around 10 p.m.
Her phone is still here. It's charging by her bed.
Oh God. So we can't even call her?
No, and her jacket is gone from the hook.
Why would she leave in the middle of the night? And without her phone?
Maybe she went to see the dogs again?
Excuse me, young man? Why would she do that?
I just told you. Because of the nice dogs in the forest. Maybe they invited her to play like they invited me.
We need to find her right now. I'll take the forest. Lisa, you check the coffee shop, library, and her friend Amy's house.
What about Georgie? We can't leave him alone.
We can't bring him either. Not after what happened before. Georgie, can you stay home and lock all the doors?
Yes, I can do that.
I don't like leaving him alone.
It's safer than taking him to the forest, or leaving Karis out there alone. Georgie, lock every door and window, and keep texting us, so we know you're okay.
I will, I promise.
Okay, I'm heading out now. I'll check all her usual spots.
I've already left, and I'm going to the forest. I'll start where we found her with Georgie yesterday. Just entered the forest. There are paw prints everywhere.
Any sign of Karis?
Not yet, but I found something on a branch. That looks like a piece of her jacket.
Do you think those pricks attacked her?
Probably, and there's more. That's blood, Lisa, and I think meat?
I'm going to be sick. Please find her. I'm checking the coffee shop now. Great. No one has seen her.
I'm going deeper, following these signs.
Be careful. Amy hasn't seen her either. No one has, it seems.
I can hear something.
What?
Growling all around me. And hold on.
Michael?
I hear her ringtone. Her phone is out here somewhere.
Huh? How is that possible? You said her phone was in her room.
I know what I'm hearing. It's that stupid song she always plays. I'm running toward it.
Please be careful. I'm heading back toward the forest now.
Oh, God. I found her phone case. It's covered in... I think it's saliva, but no phone. Lisa, I don't know what's happening.
I'm calling the police. Now.
Do it. This is beyond us.
I just checked in with Georgie. He's still safe at home, but no sign of Karis there.
The growling is getting closer. Something is watching me.
Come back to the edge of the woods.
I can't leave without Karis.
You can't help her if you're hurt too.
I know, but I can hear her. I swear I can hear her calling for help.
What direction?
North, deeper in the woods.
Wait for me. I'm almost at the forest entrance.
There's no time.
Mr. and Mrs. Morgan, please remain exactly where you are.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
Special Agent Henderson. Department of Environmental Security. We are tracking your phone signals. You have entered a highly dangerous area.
Who the hell is this? We're looking for our daughter.
We are aware of the situation. Your daughter, Karis Morgan, age 16, has already been retrieved.
Retrieved?
Our tactical team intercepted a pack of anxious dogs that had lured her deep into the forest. She is currently receiving emergency medical care.
Anxious dogs? What are you talking about?
An invasive species, not actual canines despite their appearance. They establish forest nests and disguise themselves as ordinary domesticated dogs.
The dogs in the forest. The ones Georgie was playing with.
Correct. They specifically target children and adolescents, using mimicry to isolate potential prey.
Prey? Are you saying these things tried to eat our daughter?
That is their primary objective. They lure humans to secluded locations, typically using child vocalizations.
I heard Karis calling for help, but you're saying that wasn't her?
The creatures can briefly mimic human voices they've heard. It's one of their most effective hunting techniques.
This is insane. How do we know you're legitimate? You could be anyone.
Your daughter has a birthmark on her right shoulder blade, shaped like Africa. She's wearing purple pajama pants and a gray University of Michigan sweatshirt.
How did you know that?
She's with our medical team now. Vital signs stable. Minor lacerations to right arm and torso. She's asking for you.
Where is she? I need to see her.
Extraction team is en route to your location, Mr. Morgan. ETA 3 minutes. Mrs. Morgan, a separate team will meet you at the forest entrance. Please do not attempt to enter.
I won't. But what about our son? Georgie is home alone.
Is anyone else at your residence?
No, just our 10-year-old son.
Is he alone right now?
Yes. We had to split up to search for Karis.
This is concerning. The anxious dogs often coordinate attacks on multiple family members, especially after making initial contact.
Georgie was the first one they approached, in the forest 2 days ago.
Have you observed any unusual behavior from your son since that encounter?
He's been talking about his new friends. Says they invited him to play.
Classic initial contact pattern. They've established a connection. Is he responding to text currently?
Let me check. Oh God, he's not responding.
When was your last communication with him?
Maybe 15 minutes ago. He said he was still safe at home.
I'm dispatching a team to your residence immediately. Address confirmation, 47 Maple Street.
Yes, please hurry. If anything happens to him.
Mrs. Morgan, proceed to the forest entrance for extraction. Mr. Morgan, stay where you are. Our team has visual contact with you now. Do you see the flashlights to your northwest?
Yes, I see them.
Move toward them, quickly but carefully.
On my way. What about my daughter?
She's being transported to Riverside Hospital. Secure wing, 4th floor. You'll be taken there after extraction.
I'm at the forest entrance. I see people in tactical gear.
That's our team. They will escort you to your son's location.
Have you heard anything from the team at our house?
They're approaching the residence now. No contact yet.
Please save my boy. He's just a child.
We're doing everything possible. Stay with the extraction team. They'll keep you updated.
Mommy, Daddy, please tell me you're coming back soon. I keep hearing scratching at the doors and the windows. It's really loud.
Are all the doors locked?
Yes, but the scratching won't stop.
Go to our bedroom. Hide in the closet. It has a solid door, remember?
Okay, I'm going there now. The scratching is getting louder.
Georgie, sweetie, stay calm. Are you in our room now?
Yes, I'm in your room. There are dogs outside the house. I looked out the window. There's like 20 of them.
Don't look outside anymore. Just stay away from the windows. Get in the closet and close the door.
Okay, I'm in the closet. It's dark.
Good job, son. Help is coming. Just stay hidden.
I'm really scared. They know I'm here. I can hear them.
Who knows you're there? Georgie?
The dogs. But they're not really dogs. They said they want to play with me.
Georgie, listen to me. Don't listen to them. Don't go near them. Just stay hidden.
Team Bravo is closing in on the Morgan residence. ETA 7 minutes.
That's too long. My son is alone with those things.
The tactical team is moving as fast as possible, Mrs. Morgan. I've just connected your son. His signal finally came online. Georgie, can you message to confirm, please?
Yes.
Good. I need you to follow my instructions exactly. Can you do that?
Yes. There was a crash downstairs. I think they broke a window.
Stay in the bedroom. Is there furniture you can move in front of the door?
There's a dresser.
Perfect. Push it in front of the door. Can you do that?
I think so. Okay, I did it. The dresser is blocking the door.
Excellent work, Georgie. Now return to the closet.
I hear something on the stairs. It's coming up.
I'm running back toward town. How far out is the team now?
4 minutes out. Georgie, stay quiet. Don't make any noise.
It's outside the door. I can hear it sniffing.
I've got a ride with the police. We're driving to the house now.
All units are instructed to wait for the tactical team. Standard police are not equipped for these entities.
There's scratching at the door now. It's trying to get in.
The dresser will hold. Team is 3 minutes out.
It's pushing against the door. The dresser is moving.
Georgie, push something else against the door. Anything heavy you can find?
I can't leave the closet. I'm too scared.
That's okay, Georgie. Stay in the closet. Help is almost there.
I don't like this. I want Mom and Dad. Please come home.
We're coming, buddy. Just hang in there a little longer. How far is the team now?
2 minutes out. They're approaching the neighborhood.
Georgie? Honey?
It's in the room. I can see it through the crack in the closet door. It's coming in.
Georgie!
Tactical team is 1 minute out. Approaching the house now.
Get them in there now. These things are going to kill my son.
Team has visual on the house. Multiple entities surrounding the property. Engaging now.
What does that mean? Are they in the house?
Negative. Clearing the perimeter first. Standard containment protocol.
Screw protocol. My son is in there.
Team is proceeding as fast as safely possible. Both of you need to stay away from the residence until we confirm it's secure.
What about Georgie? Why isn't he answering?
Unable to confirm at this time. Team is entering the residence now.
Tell us what's happening.
Team is clearing the first floor. Multiple entities neutralized. Proceeding to second floor.
Have they spotted our son? Is he okay?
No confirmation yet. Team is moving room by room. Methodically, 2 more entities neutralized on the stairs.
Just tell us if he's alive.
Team is approaching the master bedroom now. Door is barricaded as instructed. Dresser shows signs of being partially moved. Team is entering now.
And? Is he there?
Sweeping the room. Closet area being approached. Stand by.
For God's sake.
We have the boy. Repeat, we have the boy. Physically unharmed. In shock but responsive.
Oh, thank God. Thank God, thank God, thank God.
Is he really okay? Are you sure?
Confirmed. No physical injuries. The entity attempted to breach the closet, but retreated when it heard the team arrive. Clever tactical decision on its part.
When can we see him?
Team will transport him to the secure medical facility. Same location where your daughter's being treated. Riverside Hospital, 4th floor secure wing. I'm sending coordinates now. Meet the team there.
We're on our way. Tell Georgie we love him.
Message delivered. He says he loves you too, and he's sorry he looked out the window.
Tell him it's not his fault. Nothing is his fault.
Team is moving to extraction vehicle now. House is secure but compromised. Do not return to residence until cleared by our units.
We understand. We just want to see our children.
Proceed to the hospital. Both children will be there soon. Medical team is standing by. We'll debrief you once the family's reunited.
I'm with the police. They're taking me to the hospital. Where are you?
Almost at the hospital, too. I can't believe this is happening.
I know, but they're both alive. That's what matters most.
Do you believe all this? About these anxious dogs?
After what I saw in the forest? Yes, I believe it.
That photo Georgie sent, that wasn't a dog. Not even close.
I know. I saw similar things in the woods. Just glimpses, but enough to know they're real.
How did we not know? How could we let this happen?
We couldn't have known. This Henderson guy makes it sound like some kind of secret invasion.
But why our kids? Why our family?
Wrong place, wrong time, maybe. When we were in the forest that first day.
I just want to hold them. Make sure they're really okay.
We will, soon.
I'm at the hospital now. 4th floor, as they said.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Wait for me.
I will.
Guys, help! I'm in serious trouble.
Luther, what's going on?
The dogs, they're chasing me.
What dogs? Where are you?
In the forest. I went ahead without you. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
You were supposed to wait at the playground. We're still 10 minutes away.
I know. I got impatient. I thought I could scout ahead. Bad idea.
Are you hurt?
Not yet. I'm in a tree. They can't climb.
Stay there. We're coming.
No, stay away. These aren't dogs. I'm watching them right now. They're changing. Holy crap. Their bodies are twisting, stretching. Bones shouldn't bend like that.
Luther, you're freaking us out. What exactly are you seeing?
They look like they've mutated, like someone described a dog to an alien, and the alien tried to make one. Long limbs, too many joints, and their faces. Their faces are the worst part.
I'm calling 911.
They're trying to knock down the tree, taking turns ramming it, working together, like they're intelligent.
We're running now. Just hang on.
No. The tree is starting to tilt. I can't stay here, but I can't go down there.
Luther, stay put. Help is coming.
They're making these sounds, like laughter, human laughter, like they're trying to mimic it. Crap one tried jumping at me as I took the picture.
Jesus Christ, what are those things?
I can barely make it out, but those aren't dogs.
I told you, we should never have come here. Oh God, the tree is cracking. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Luther, we're almost there.
Wait, I see lights, flashlights, people coming.
The police?
I don't think so. They're wearing some kind of gear, like hazmat suits or something. The dogs are turning toward them.
Are you safe?
Holy crap. They have flamethrowers. They're burning the things. The creatures are screaming. They're turning back into their dog forms.
Luther, are you okay?
Luther, talk to us.
I'm okay. They're all dead. The fire, these things burn fast. The men are coming toward my tree. I think they're here to help me.
Thank God.
Who are they?
I don't know yet, but they just saved my life. They're telling me to come down. I'm going to go.
Hang on. Where are they taking you?
Don't know, but anywhere is better than this tree. I'll text when I can.
Be careful.
Juliet, it's happening. They're transforming.
What? Are you still at the shop?
Yes, I approached them, tried to herd them into the quarantine room. That was a mistake.
What's happening?
They're shedding their disguises. Right in front of me. Long limbs, twisted bodies. Those aren't dogs. They never were.
Get out of the shop!
Too late. They're blocking the exit. I've locked myself in the bathroom.
Oh my goodness. I'm calling the police again.
No time. They're trying to break down the door. I can hear the wood splintering.
Fine, I'm coming then. I know their weakness.
Their weakness?
Fire. I have a flamethrower.
You have a what?
I bought it to burn down your store, back when I thought you were stealing my animals. Now I'm going to use it to save your ass.
I don't know whether to be grateful or terrified.
Be grateful. I'm 5 minutes away. Just hold on.
The door won't last that long. The hinges are giving way.
Barricade it with anything you can find. Trash can, toilet lid, anything.
I'm trying, but they're strong, so strong.
Almost there.
I can see their claws coming through the cracks in the door. Long black claws, not like any dog I've ever seen.
2 minutes. Hang on, Francis.
The door is going to give. I can't.
Francis, are you there? I'll be right in. You're gonna be in so much debt to me after this. Time to burn these bastards.
I'm alive, barely, in ambulance as we speak.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was too late.
Nearly were. Door broke just as I heard you come in. One of them got my shoulder before your flamethrower.
Is it bad?
Paramedics think I'll recover. Deep lacerations, but no arterial damage. All things considered, I'm lucky.
I'm just glad you're alive.
How did you know about the fire?
I didn't for sure, but when I was researching how to burn down your store, I learned that most animals fear fire. It was a guess, a desperate one.
Well, your guess saved my life. I owe you everything.
You don't owe me anything. Did you see what happened after?
After what?
After I burned those things. Men in suits showed up within minutes, like they were waiting nearby.
Government agents?
I think so. They took over everything, made me hand over the flamethrower, made me sign some kind of non-disclosure agreement.
What did they say about the creatures?
Nothing specific, just that they were handling the situation, and that I shouldn't talk about what I saw, or there would be severe consequences.
Are you at the store now?
No, they evacuated the building, said it was contaminated, whatever that means.
Which hospital are they taking me to?
Riverside. I told them I'd meet you there.
Thank you, Juliet, for everything.
You know what's funny? After all this fighting, all these years, it took monster dogs to make us civil to each other.
Perhaps there's a lesson in that.
Yeah, life's too short for stupid rivalries, especially when there are actual monsters out there.
Indeed. When I recover, perhaps we could discuss merging our shops.
Merging? You want to merge with me?
It makes financial sense. And after today, I think we make a rather effective team.
Wow, never thought I'd hear that from you. But yes, I'd like that. I'm heading to the hospital now. See you soon, partner.
See you soon.
Greetings to all townspeople. This secure channel has been established to brief all involved parties regarding the Blackwood Forest incident.
Who else is in this chat?
And why are we all here together?
This group includes all primary witnesses and affected parties. The Morgan family, the student witnesses, Stephen, Luther, and Amy, and the pet shop owners, Francis and Juliet.
Wait, we're all connected?
Karis's family is here too.
Luther? Amy? What's going on?
First, I want to extend my sincere apologies for the trauma you have all experienced. Unfortunately, it was unavoidable. The threat assessment required specific containment protocols.
Threat assessment? Is that what you call letting those things attack us?
I understand your frustration, Mr. Montgomery, but the anxious dogs had established a significant nest in Blackwood Forest and were implementing a coordinated infiltration of your town.
So you knew about these things and did nothing?
On the contrary, we've been monitoring the situation for weeks, but we could only act once the entities fully revealed themselves.
My son almost died, and I lost half the function in my left arm. How is that acceptable?
Mr. Morgan, I deeply regret your injury and the danger to your children, but had we moved prematurely, these creatures would have gone deeper underground, making eventual containment much more difficult and risking far more lives.
What exactly are these things?
The species designation is Canis inquietus, a non-terrestrial invasive species. They establish colonies by first replacing domestic canines, then using children to locate and lure additional victims.
Non-terrestrial? Are you saying they're aliens?
I'm saying they are not indigenous to our ecosystem. Their origin is classified beyond the scope of this briefing.
They talk to me, not with words, but in my head.
Yes, Georgie. They use a form of targeted empathic projection, particularly effective with children. The giggling sounds reported were their attempts to mimic human children.
That explains what I heard in the forest. It sounded like Georgie, but echoing.
What about Mr. Jenkins, the kid's teacher?
Mr. Jenkins is safe. We removed him once we realized he had been targeted for replacement. The Mr. Jenkins who returned to class was one of them in disguise.
I knew it! No one believed me, but I knew something was wrong with him.
Yes, Luther. Your observation skills are quite remarkable. In fact, all of you provided valuable intelligence.
So what was the deal with our pet shops? Why did they steal our animals and replace them?
Your establishments provided ideal cover. They needed to establish a presence within the town. And what better disguise than actual pets?
Those things were around children, families.
Yes, which is precisely why we moved as quickly as we could, once we confirmed the extent of the infiltration.
Are we safe now? Is it over?
I can confirm that the immediate threat has been eliminated. The creatures that attacked each of your groups were attempting a final, desperate feeding before a planned larger assault on the town.
And the nest? You mentioned a nest?
Thanks to the geographical details shared by all of you, we were able to locate and destroy the central nest, deep in Blackwood Forest.
Why our town? Out of everywhere. Why here?
Blackwood Forest provided ideal conditions, isolated yet close to a population center. The dense canopy also obscured their initial arrival.
Initial arrival? You mean like a spaceship?
I cannot comment on their specific mode of transport. That information remains classified.
Have there been other incidents? Other towns?
Similar situations have been contained in other locations. That is all I can say on the matter.
This is so surreal. A week ago, my biggest worry was the history test. Now we're talking about alien dog monsters.
Tell me about it. I was planning to burn down Francis's store. Instead, I burned monsters with a flamethrower.
For which I remain eternally grateful, Juliet, despite the concerning revelation about your original intentions.
Did I do something wrong by playing with them?
No, sweetie. You didn't know. None of us did.
Georgie, the creatures specifically targeted you. Their empathic abilities are most effective with children. You did nothing wrong.
What happens now? Do we just go back to normal?
You will all be contacted individually regarding confidentiality agreements and appropriate compensation for damages.
Compensation? You mean money?
The department has protocols for civilians affected by containment operations. Your medical care, property damage, and trauma will be addressed.
And our animals? Our real ones?
I regret to inform you that most of the replaced animals were not recovered. However, your insurance claims will be adjusted to reflect theft rather than the actual circumstances.
So we just pretend this never happened?
Not exactly. You will have access to specialized counseling and ongoing monitoring to ensure no lasting effects.
Wait a minute. If we're all here, Luther, were you the one in the forest last night?
Yeah, I went to investigate where Steven took those dog photos. Nearly got eaten until the men with flamethrowers saved me.
So you were there when Karis's brother was taken?
I guess so. Different part of the forest, maybe, but same night.
And Francis and Juliet, your pet stores had dogs disappearing. That explains all the strays around town.
Indeed. They were systematically replacing pets, building their numbers.
Like an invasion.
A precise assessment, Miss Farrow. They were indeed preparing for a larger scale operation.
And my children were caught in the middle of it. Both of them.
The Morgan family was specifically targeted. After your initial forest encounter, the creatures recognized an isolated family unit, ideal for their purposes.
But now it's over? They're all gone?
We have confirmed the elimination of all identified entities and will maintain surveillance of the area as a precaution.
I can't believe we all survived this. It doesn't seem real.
I have the nightmares to prove it's real.
Me too.
Will the nightmares stop?
With time and proper support, yes. Most witnesses to similar events recover fully.
Similar events? How many times has this happened?
I cannot provide specific details, but your town is not the first and will likely not be the last.
I knew it. There is so much the government keeps from us.
For good reason, Mr. Simmons. Public knowledge of such incidents would cause mass panic.
So what now? We just go back to school? Pretend everything's normal?
There will be a transition period. Your town will receive a cover story about a chemical spill, explaining the government presence and the temporary evacuation of certain areas.
No one will believe that.
You'd be surprised what people will accept when the alternative is too frightening to contemplate.
When can we go home?
Your residence requires decontamination. Temporary housing will be provided for approximately 2 weeks.
Will the dogs come back?
No, Georgie. The dogs will not come back. You're safe now.
Thank you for saving our children, despite everything else.
I want to thank all of you. Your collective experiences, while traumatic, helped us stop what could have been a much larger threat. The town will return to normal soon.
But normal will never be the same, will it?
No, Mr. Simmons. I'm afraid it won't. But hey, enjoy finally being free of the anxious dogs.